All right, we're back at the 2015 NSCA conference here in Orlando, Florida. We have an opportunity to talk to a great partner of ours, TEAMBUILDR. We actually have the majority of the TEAMBUILDR team here. We're missing one key member, that's Hewitt. Right? He's out of the country at the moment. But we have an opportunity to talk to the founders of this company, people that have really put together this idea from scratch. We got to know TEAMBUILDR initially a couple years ago, actually, when they were pretty much just starting out, I think. And it's been great to see how their product has evolved. They've done an amazing job of taking voice of the strength coach and integrating that into the software solution that they've developed for coaches. So we're going to spend a little bit of time getting to know the team, let the team walk you through what their product does and the value that it provides to strength coaches. I'm here with James Peters, Brad Peters, and JJ Tomlin. Hewitt is out of the country, but want to spend a little bit of time letting them introduce themselves, and then we'll talk a little bit to James about the history of the company, and then go through a product demo. So let you guys introduce yourselves.
All right, everyone, I'm James Peters. I'm the co-founder and the head developer of TEAMBUILDR. You want me to go into history now or just... Okay, no. Pass this
Come
on.
back to that.
Hey guys, Brad Peters, James's younger brother. I'm working coach success manager, so really helping with the demos, making sure everyone knows how to utilize the software.
And JJ Tomlin, little brother to the other co-founder, so same role as Brad, just demoing with coaches all over the U.S. and just doing some support, with emails and calls. So nothing too fancy, just working around the dorm room part-time, with Brad. So it's a good side gig.
Thanks. It's a great small team. This is pretty much the team that put this whole company together. Missing Hewitt, of course. But so James, I'd love for you to tell our viewers a little bit about how the company got started. I know you and Hewitt came up with the idea and have really spent quite a few years putting this product together. So.
Yeah, sure. So I guess back in 2011, Hewitt and I were playing football at Johns Hopkins University, and for a Division III school, we all go home in the summer, stick paper packets, nutrition information, and workout diagram, all that kind of stuff. So, with Hewitt being my workout partner in the season, he went back home to Tennessee, and I would go back to Baltimore, and there was a disconnect there. We weren't sure what the other was doing, and we're usually cheering each other on in the weight room. So, we felt there was a way that we could probably do online and connect all of our teammates during the off season. So we tried to do that and actually started testing with Johns Hopkins lacrosse team, which is actually Division I team, and it went really well. So after that, we decided to go on the road, knock on some doors, and try and get some clients. And it was a little tough in those days, but got a lot of feedback from coaches, which was extremely important. It's the reason we got where we are today. So since then, we've put out a lot of new updates, created a lot of new technologies. We're a little over 200 clients now. Still taking feedback from coaches all the time because they're the ones that are in the weight room using this all the time. They have excellent feedback too. So that's kind of our brief history, and we're really proud of where we are today, and we're going to continue growing and continue innovation.
I know you're kind of on the brainchild in terms of the development piece, right? You focus on IT and development. Hewitt's on the commercial side.
Yeah,
Brad, JJ.
Exactly. So I do all the back end development and everything. Hewitt's usually the one standing in front of the camera doing this stuff. So, but yeah, I do the back end. I do the web design. Help coaches out, try and figure out different ways to report on things. So, it's very interesting.
Where do you guys focus most of your time from within the industry? Are you focusing more around high school coaches, college, professional?
Yeah, we have a little bit of everything. I would say high school is our biggest base, mainly because of our price points, but also because they manage a lot of athletes, and a lot of times there's only one or two coaches managing 400 or 500 athletes, and the same is true for Division III and Division II schools. So yeah, it's really high school is our biggest base. Division III, Division II is kind of our secondary, but we do have anything from personal training to professional to high school.
So for those of you listening, you'll notice the TEAMBUILDR logo on the top left of the screen there. You can click on that and go directly to the TEAMBUILDR website and learn a little bit more about what they do. As you'll see, they offer a fantastic product for that high school level, especially, and I know you guys are working on some partnerships with some college, really elite college strength coaches to be able to take their knowledge and bring it down to the high school level. So it's on the bottom center now. We moved the logo around, it's on the bottom center. You'll see it there though. So why don't we spend a little bit of time just walking through the product? I know we got a little demo set up.
Sure.
So
All right, we're here at the command station. The team the calendar is our main page that coaches work off of. So basically, you schedule a workout for athletes on any given day, and they'll receive it in a variety of ways, which I'll go to in a minute. So let's kind of go in here and show you what you can put in. So we're really trying to replace Excel and make it faster and easier for coaches to replicate workouts and get things in there real quick. So you can add a variety of different exercise types to the workout. One being notes. You can just type in, we have note for the day. A lot of times coaches will say, hey, make sure you bring your cleats to practice today, something like that. You have a warm-up section, pretty self-explanatory, anything you want them to do before they start lifting, which you don't really need to track. They just need to know they have to do it. A cardio section is anything from a vertical jump to a 10-yard dash, anything you're doing outside of the weight room, any kind of running or jump capacity. It's very flexible. Our system lets you put in whatever you want, whatever you like to call it, and you can track it for several different things, including time, distance, or maybe you just want them to put a check mark on the page, and in that case you just do completion only. So in this case, for this workout, we'll add a 10-yard dash here, just as an example. Lifting section is also pretty similar. We let you add whatever you would like. We know a lot of coaches call lifts different things, have different descriptions for them, so we don't tell you guys what to do. But we also do have a database from Cal Dietz, from University of Minnesota. It's 1,500 exercises with YouTube videos attached, which athletes can pull up while they're in the weight room in case they don't know how to do it. So let's go in here and let's just add a bench press so we can show everyone how this works.
So James, when you've made it, I mean, this is a product that's pretty well defined for someone who's been in strength and conditioning for a long time. But you guys have really worked on usability to make it easy for someone who's just getting started, or this strength and conditioning is maybe not their profession. They're a football coach or soccer coach who's also doing strength and conditioning, right?
Yeah, exactly. We focused a lot on user interface, and that's one of the biggest compliments we've received over the last few years is how easy our program is to use. And we do have a lot of high school football coaches, soccer coaches who aren't regular strength coaches, and they have no problem using this. Even people that aren't very savvy have been able to kind of pick it up and figure it out. So here, let's just go into a 3x5 bench press. You got a couple options. You can set percentages. So I know a lot of people like to track the athlete's maxes and then use a specific percentage of that max for this lift. So let's just do 85% and then 90%. And set this in here. And our next section would be the circuit. So a lot of CrossFit's really big now, and sometimes coaches like to pair a lot of exercises together and have them complete it for time or complete it for a certain number of sets or reps. So as you can see right here, that's what you can do. It's very flexible. We'll have one in here called Fight Gone Bad. We'll put it right in there. There's also a cool down section, which is a lot like a note. Anything you want them to do after they complete their workouts. And finally, this is kind of our new addition, and we're really working on this next couple months. You can request body weight, request body fat, and you can actually have the athletes respond to post-workout feedback questions, which are things like, how do you feel today? How did this workout go? How hydrated are you? Just things to figure out how your athletes are actually doing and how it's affecting performance.
So when a coach first opens up the product, it comes shipped with certain workout programs they can choose from, right? Can they also customize and choose different sets, reps, name exercises differently? Yeah,
so actually when you first open up a program, it's a completely blank slate. So a coach can put anything in there that they want. Now, we do offer different downloadable packages that they can put in there. But a lot of times the coaches just start putting their own stuff in there. They have a big database built on Excel, so they kind of start from there and put it together. So now that we've built this really simple workout, the beauty of it is that it's all in real time. So that me as an athlete, I pull up my smartphone, weight room, or wherever I am. I go to my workouts tab here, and here's the workout that I just built. And here, so here's the bench press. You see I have my max up here at the top, which is, I wish it was 428 pounds. It's not, just test data. But as you can see, we have the percentages up there at the top, and it's actually telling me what weights I should be doing. Instead of having to sit there in the weight room and go through a chart of maxes and figure out what the right number is. It's there, right there for you.
So I do out of this is your teams.
Exactly. So, if you're a strength coach and you have a bunch of position coaches or even personal trainers, we want to kind of look at what the athletes are doing, maybe assign them different exercises based on, uh, maybe an injury that they have. You can add as many coaches as you want here, and you can give different access. So maybe they have access just to the football team, or maybe just to wide receivers on the football team, um, and they can actually go in. And I'll show you back on the calendar here. You can open up this calendar page and all the different workouts that you have in any position group that you have is right here. So you can go in and let's go to our catchers. Looks like they have a workout assigned today. So maybe the baseball coach who focuses with the catchers can come in here and add some kind of drill that's going to help them with their mechanics. So another feature is actually trying to make everything quicker through the calendar is being able to save workouts. So from here, you can actually click the save button. So say I want to use this workout again later in the year. You can just name it something. Let's just say catchers. So now, anytime I want to use this exercise, I can come in here, load it, and here's the catcher's #1 workout I just saved. It's right in there. So instead of having to, be in Excel and tab through all the cells and copy and paste stuff, it's just right there at your fingertip.
In this day of social media and especially the younger generation, to talk to each other, often you have a feature like coaches and each other.
Exactly. So, like we said earlier, Hewitt and I, we were finishing our college years when we were doing this, and social media was getting real big, and we wanted to build something for coaches, but it also had to be athletes. So what we did was kind of put together a team social media platform. So anytime someone breaks a record, makes it onto the leaderboard, beats someone else in an exercise, it gets automatically posted here, and they can fist bump each other and congratulate each other. But they can also post messages and just say, "Hey team, great work today." The coach can also post messages here. We also have an entire messaging platform, which is kind of something we've developed over the years, because communication is key in strength conditioning. So you can just select any type of recipient, whether you want to email an entire team or just a specific athlete. You can actually email them and it sends it out from our system, or send out a text message which goes to all your athletes' phone numbers. So just an easy way of communicating with everyone.
Okay, so now the workouts have been created, coaches are in control of what's going to what each of the players, and so spend a little time talking to Brad about how they're deployed. All right.
Yeah, so what James was really cool was this all is accessible from like any device, So like here we have an iPad. This is our weight room display. The stand, you can buy from us as well. So this is something we would envision being put on a rack where multiple people are working in the same area. So right here, James just put in the workout. So we'll go weight room display, and then it's this very intuitive page, very easy to figure out. We'll go down. We'll add me, James, JJ, and Hewitt, and then from here we all get our exercises with our own maxes. So let's see. I'm clicking the bench, 180. We got James. He's a little bit bigger, So once that goes by, we go right through, and it goes. This information shows that we completed it, and it goes straight to the database. So it's another one where it really makes it easy to collect the data. And what's really cool is you don't lose the ability to be able to watch videos on the lifts or your information. What your see this one telling you exactly like description of and your history of what you've lifted in the past. So it's really nothing's lost. You still have that information here.
So these are actually training videos to help the user understand how to actually bench press.
Exactly. Yeah. So it'd take you right to YouTube. Watch it real quick, get the form done, and then you're right back to it. Yeah. It's very pretty easy process.
So this can be done in the weight room, assuming another benefit is players leave for the summer training. They can use their phone.
Exactly. Yeah, this one is more like for when you're with the team, but you can do the same exact thing with your phone. It's really easy, similar process. You just punch the numbers in, right to the database, and it's over right here. So there's a bunch of data that the coaches can use, like for results, graphs, whatever that JJ will be talking about. Yeah.
Great. Okay. So wait, now the workouts out there, the athletes have been using it,
Mhm.
and then we have all the reporting and the output basically of the workout,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
So spent a little time with JJ talking about the analytics that you guys have.
Right. So obviously, look at his data if you can't really read it now. And so when they were creating the software, two of the biggest things that coaches, reciprocated time and time again was, if this is not faster than Excel, then we're just simply not going to use it. So what we like to do is not just say that we're faster than Excel, but we're better, and you can get your data more easily. So whether it's just as simple as running a completion report, where over the summer you just want to say, for my baseball team, who's doing their workouts, so we'll run it like last like a month or so, and so what see, okay, some of the came angles, running at 3.5%, Chris is running at 100%, and just seeing if they're doing their workouts or not. Whether you want to do attendance, so all of your athletes are in the weight room and you have your iPad and just select, who's here and who's not here, and start running your reports over this. So we'll say for maybe, the last week or so for the baseball team, how are we doing, and just running some reports like this and just showing, some completion percentages and who's there and who's not there. So accountability is still enforced with our software. For workout results, you can just simply look up, what exactly did they do on their second set of bench press yesterday. The progress report is a pretty popular one with coaches. So we can say, for maybe a whole team that's working really hard this year, we'll pull up like their body weight, we'll pull up like their back squat and maybe their bench press, just to see their gains. Just a little bit easier than a spreadsheet of data, and just to pull up these, nice one-page views of all of their gains and all of their, rises and maxes and whatnot. So this is just a quick snapshot of what it might look like for a player.
So you can do that at a player level and then aggregate it up to team.
Exactly. So whether it's by sport, whether it's by calendar, maybe you just want to look at your quarterbacks, or maybe just your pitchers, or maybe it's just for one athlete, you can still look at that. Max report is just seeing, team averages. Maybe if you want to see, what's the average back squat for my football team. Evaluation report. So what's nice about this is teams do, FMS testing, conditioning tests. For a baseball team, it might be, grip strength and 60-yard dash, whatever it may be. You can build those with us, and then pull them up similar to this. So we'll do like a line test for like the baseball team, and you'll see that you'll have your 60-yard dash and grip strength, with left and right hand, for all of your players. And of course, most of our reports you can still export to Excel. The whole goal though is to get away from that and just have it, a one-stop shop, with us online.
So if I'm a basketball coach and I'm the strength coach is testing my team, can I quickly send that report to the basketball coach so they can view that?
Yeah, exactly. You can download it as a PDF. You can print them out, to show your principals, to show, your administrators that, hey, we are doing good. Along with that, you're going to be adding other coaches as a strength coach. So, if I add a basketball coach, I can handcuff them to just have access to the basketball team. Maybe it's just doing attendance and report. That's it. So they're definitely, degrees of freedom you can allow.
So I know we talked a little bit yesterday, and as we've been walking around here, you notice that there are quite a more software companies than have been here in the past.
Yep.
A lot of them seem to be focusing on the athletic performance stuff, so the things outside the weight room, for example, and you guys are really focused on in the weight room. But I know we spent a little bit of time yesterday talking about possibly, in the future integrating some of that athletic performance data into this. So can you talk a little bit about what your thoughts are there in terms of how you want to move?
Yeah, exactly. So one of our biggest things is, at first we were just purely strength and conditioning, and we're not going to move on from that until we do it well. And now at about 4 or 5 years, we do the weight room well, we do the reporting well. So there's definitely a track to move into nutrition, and then there's definitely a track to move into packaging workouts. So right now we see a big bridge or a big gap between, the top level of experts, in strength and conditioning, and then the high schools, just simply because of resources and time. So what we're looking to do is hopefully package workouts, with some of our top clients and provide those to the high school level. There definitely is, a route for nutrition and maybe stuff outside of the classroom too, with scheduling and whatnot. So I guess we'll have to cross that bridge when we get there.
Talk a little bit about the service side of your business, because I know you guys are really hands-on. That's one of the values you bring to coaches is you're here 24/7 to support,
Right.
the questions they have, especially when you're dealing with coaches who may not be doing strength and conditioning full time or
Right.
just getting into the business.
Exactly.
So talk a little bit about the value you add from a services standpoint.
Yeah, so that's one of our things that we pride ourselves along with, price and just reliability of the software. It's just service. Um, like I said, Hewitt and James are our big brothers. So Brad and I are just sitting in the dorm room, and all of the software is developed in-house, which means, we're not outsourcing it to different parties, and you don't have to call through India to have a question about support. We give our cell phones, we give our office numbers, and we give our emails. So, whether it's 9 o'clock at night and we're studying, we can still answer questions. We like to get back within 30 minutes with our clients and just help them out. We're pretty lenient with our trials. If you need 3 or 4 weeks, we're not trying to be sticklers here. We understand we're young guys and we're just trying to provide a good solution to a pretty big need in the strength and conditioning industry.
I think another area where you guys are really strong versus the competitors is your pricing. I know they're top echelon schools, have the big budgets, but those are the minority for sure. Right. So talk a little bit about what you do around pricing and how you package your different offers.
Yeah, so simply said, it's about $1 per head annually. So up to 100 athletes per year is just simply $100, and then 250 athletes is $250, and then 500 athletes is $500. Anything over that is about $1,000. So what's nice about that is, we can service high school coaches, and the strength and conditioning software is good enough to service, the St. Louis Cardinals. So whether, you have 50 athletes and you want some more reporting, you can still get that and not pay, $2,500, $3,000 and break the budget.
So what's the best way for people to learn more about TeamBuilder or get in touch with you guys about your product?
Yeah, so simply just go to teambuilder.com. There should be a link right there. You'll see pricing, you'll see some case studies, and then of course you'll see a free week 2 trial with us. And so go ahead and do the trial, give us a call and set up a demo, and we just do 20-30 minute online demos where we go through the software top to bottom, answer any questions you guys have, and see if something like TeamBuilder is something that you could really use. So
fantastic. Thanks for spending time with us.
Yeah.
For those of you that are still that are listening in, we have the TeamBuilder logo again on the live feed. Feel free to click on that. Go to teambuilder.com. This is a great small team. Everything they produce is super high quality. They understand the price point. They understand the value they're trying to add to coaches through the constant, close connection that they have with the coaches and the ongoing development of those relationships. So, I advise you to go out there, take a look at them, see what they have to offer. They're available anytime to talk about what they can do and how they can customize their product for you. So, guys, thanks for spending time with us. Hewitt, we missed you. We'll get you next time around.
Yeah.
Thanks, JJ.
Yeah, no problem.
We'll be interviewing some strength coaches here pretty soon, actually, in the TeamBuilder booth as well. And we'll be walking around doing some additional product discussions later. So thanks for your time. We'll be back online soon. Bye.